Hi, I'm Joshua Sherman, the publisher of Berkshire Magazine. We have a special treat today, just for the holidays. Executive Director and CEO Laurie Norton Moffatt and Chief Philanthropy Officer Ellen Spear of the Norman Rockwell Museum are going to make Norman Rockwell's oatmeal cookie recipe. Enjoy.
Isn't it wonderful that Norman Rockwell took the time to send his personal cookie recipe out to his fans?
What I love about it is that the way that it's written from the perspective of the cook. And who was that? Whose recipe this is?
Well, this is from his cook, Nellie Strodolsky, and we have this letter in the museum archives.
What I love about Rockwell is he took the time to answer everybody's correspondence, every letter.
That is so true. He answered every letter he received. He had an assistant who helped him, but every letter was personalized.
Yeah.
It's remarkable.
Some with cookie recipes. So you start very simply with 1.5 sticks of butter. And what's great, again, as Laurie said about this recipe, is there's no special stuff. You just dump it all in there. You can use a hand mixer or a stand mixer. A cup of brown sugar. Don't pack it too lightly, too heavily. I tried that and it's too sugary. So just kind of loosely. And then
you want the butter at room temperature, right?
I've made it both ways, and it kind of works both ways, which is also great. If you're pressed for time, throw it in there. If you've got time to put it out, leave it out. And then 1/2 cup of regular granulated sugar and a teaspoon of vanilla. I usually do not measure, but I will for this. And then with your mixer, you just mix it up until it's completely creamed together. And it usually takes about 3-4 minutes to do, but we're kind of compacting things a little bit today. So after that's well incorporated, you take 2 eggs one at a time, and you don't need to pre-beat them. You just throw them in there and incorporate them one at a time. Number 2. Now I'm going to sift a cup of flour, a teaspoon of baking soda, and a scant teaspoon of salt. Rockwell was a Coca-Cola fan, wasn't he? I'm imagining cookies and Coca-Cola together.
He always had a bottle of Coca-Cola next to his easel and a few cases of them tucked under his desk. I think it kept him going and was something that he enjoyed his whole life. Some of his early ad commissions were for Coca-Cola. And also he did a wonderful early series about baking for sun-made raisins, and it shows just these cozy domestic interiors, really almost like a Vermeer painting. And you'll see a mother and grandmother together baking with sun-made raisins, making bread, making cookies.
So I put the flour in there, just dump it all in at once.
And here you go with 1 cup of oats. And these are quick oats. These make a lighter cookie, a light lacy cookie, which you'll see when they come out of the oven.
Yeah, I've tried them with the other kind of oats, and it's just not the same kind of consistency. It's more oaty with these, believe it or not, than a steel cut or a long plain rolled oat. So here goes. So you'll incorporate that, and you'll want to scrape it down. It's a really sticky kind of batter. So once that's all incorporated, I use a small scoop to scoop them in the oven. They do spread a lot, so give them a lot of room.
If you put a large scoop down, your whole tray will just flow together, and you'll have sort of an oatmeal cookie cake.
Throw them in the oven. If you have a convection oven, I find about 8 minutes. If you're using a non-convection oven, about 12 minutes. Turn them halfway, and that's it.
And here's what they look like when they come out. Norman Rockwell's favorite cookie recipe. It will be yours too.
Happy holidays.
From Norman Rockwell Museum.